Hi love, welcome to this practice. This is simply going to be a place to explore, just to see what is, what's moving, what's present, what's in the body, what's underneath the surface, what's bubbling in your world. It's a place just to tap in, tune in, meet yourself wherever you are, and maybe move something through, maybe just carve out a little bit of space for it. Maybe just see if we can just make life a little bit more spacious, create a little bit more ease, and find simplicity. We're going to be keeping this practice fairly simple. There will be a few fun kind of transitions or movements or shapes, but you don't need anything in particular. You just need yourself, a mat, a place to move, maybe some headphones so that you can listen to the playlist. If you're listening to the playlist, I always recommend putting the playlist on your phone and then watching me on your laptop. See what works for you. We're going to be working with the energy of Earth, and we're going to be working with these Virgo full moon energies that have been coming over the last week. If you're watching this video way in the future, or astrology doesn't land with you, it makes no sense to you, you don't understand it, you don't want to know it, that's totally okay, you don't need to. The way we're going to be working with it is below the surface, somatically, energetically, so you don't need to understand any of it, and it doesn't need to make any sense. You get to just be here. If you want to learn more about it, I'll write a little bit in the description so you can read that and kind of see how it lands with you, and if you don't, leave it. So when you're ready, we're going to start in child's pose. You're going to stretch your arms forwards, your bum back towards your heels, reach your hands forwards, and then maybe just take a little wiggle side to side. Just kind of getting into the hips, maybe taking your legs just a little bit wider. Just taking a few sways, a few rocks, maybe just bringing it up into the shoulders, and then starting to find somewhere to settle. Close down the eyes. Take a breath. And just begin to let yourself drop towards the earth. Maybe start to send your breath down into your pelvis. We're going to be working with the hips, the hamstrings, and the back body today. So maybe just start to send the awareness all the way down your spine, into the back of your pelvis, and then maybe into the front of your hips. Just starting to explore this part of your body, not needing to find anything, not needing to make sense of anything you do find, but just sending your awareness there. Just taking a moment to soften into what is. Whatever bubbles, whatever's present, whatever you're finding frustrating, whatever feels heavy, whatever feels crunchy, whatever feels a bit sticky. See if you can just soften into that. See if you can just soften the way you interact with that. So not needing to change it. You're not trying to force something to be different. You're not trying to push it away. You're just softening how you interact with your experience. And if you're feeling joy and excitement and ease and simplicity in this moment, then again, soften around that, not clinging to it, not tightening around the experience, but just enjoying the moment for what it is. And as you breathe, just letting the ribs expand. And just giving yourself these first few moments here to arrive not just in body, but in presence and in mind. With your next inhale, we're going to ripple forwards into a tabletop. Find a slight tuck of your chin. Dome your upper back, round through your shoulder blades as you come forwards towards tabletop. And take your shoulders just over your wrists. And on the exhale, you're just going to drop your hips down towards your wrists. Soft bend through the elbows as you drop your hips. Soft bend through the arms. Lift the heart, lift the chest on your inhale. Then exhale, take it all the way back towards child's pose, bum towards the heels. We'll do a couple more of those. On the inhale, tuck the chin, ripple forwards, take it to your tabletop. Shoulders come just over your wrists, and then exhale, begin to drop hips towards the wrists. Soft bend through the elbows. As you inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest, shoulders draw back. On your exhale, take your bum back towards your heels. Tuck the chin at the very bottom. Nice. Last one. Inhale, come forwards. Tuck the chin round the spine. Exhale, drop your hips towards your wrists. Soft bend through the elbows. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest. Maybe a little squeeze of the bum cheeks. Then on your exhale, take your bum towards your heels. This time with the toes tucked. With the toes tucked on your inhale, begin to lift the knees, press through your hands and ripple roll all the way up to your first downward facing dog. Then take a few moments here. Maybe you walk out your dog, bending the knees, wiggling side to side. Maybe you come up onto the balls of your feet and just find those little clicks, those niggles. Maybe you just explore through the head and through the neck. Whatever you do, just take a few breaths. Few moments. Pressing down through the hands, lifting the sit bones. Find a slight tilt in your pelvis. So you want to kind of tilt the sit bones up towards the sky. Bringing a little bit more length in the spine, but also finding that little bit more in the back of the hamstrings. Nice, press through your left toes. On your inhale, take right all the way up to the sky. Then on your exhale, take your right knee towards your right elbow and step the foot to the outside edge of your hand. Maybe help it there. Come up onto your fingertips. On the inhale, we're going to bend the elbows, sink the hips, take what we call a jaguar, lift the chest at the end. Then on your exhale, drop that left knee to the ground, untuck your back toes. You can stay up on your hands here. Or if you have space in your body and in your practice, you can come down onto your forearms. You can also come onto the outside edge of that right foot and let your knee drop towards the side. You're coming into a lizard pose. Take a few breaths. Maybe find that slight tuck of the chin as you feel like you're lying your left thigh down on the ground. If you need more height here, then stay with more height. It doesn't have to look any way. Take a breath. Send it down into your pelvis. And then when you're ready, tuck your left toes under, come back onto your hands if you're on your forearms and lift that back knee. Kick back through the heel as you inhale, send your heart forwards. Then exhale, walk round to the long edge of the mat, turn the toes in, your heels out. Inhale, come up halfway, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Then exhale, begin to fold. Take a little bend through the knees as you fold in towards the earth. Take a breath. Nice, hands onto shoulders, inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, walk yourself back to the front of the mat. Frame your front foot, press down through your hands. Inhale, step back to a high plank. Exhale, we're going to take our first vinyasa, so drop the knees, lower your chest between the hands, take it all the way down, elbows tuck in, slow it down. Untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet down, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, take it up to your downward facing dog, hips lift to the sky, chin tuck slightly. Deep breath. And press down through your right toes. Inhale, lift your left. Exhale, take your left knee towards your left elbow and step the foot outside edge of the hand. Maybe help it there. Come up to your fingertips. Inhale, bend the elbows, sink your hips, take a jaguar. Then exhale, drop your right knee. You can stay on your hands, your forearms. You can come down onto the outside edge of the foot. Explore where you want to be. Maybe close the eyes, get out of the head. Drop down into pelvis, into hips, into body, and just see where you want to be. Take a few breaths. See if you can drop the shoulders away from your ears. Nice, from here, come back to your hands, tuck your back toes, lift that back knee. Take an inhale, send your heart forwards. On your exhale, walk your hands round, long edge of the mat, come into a forward fold. Inhale, we halfway lift the chest. Then exhale, begin to fold. Maybe bend the knees as you fold forwards or straighten through the legs. Take a breath. Nice, press through the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Inhale, step back to a high plank. Exhale, we're going to lower halfway or all the way down. Option to drop the knees as you lower. Elbows tuck in. Draw your ribs towards your hips as you begin to lower. Then on your inhale, take it to your back bend of the heart. Lift the chest, come over the toes. Exhale, lift the hips to the sky. Use your lower belly to take it up towards your downward facing dog. So we're using the strength in the body to get into the shapes we choose. Take a breath. Big full breath in. Big sigh out the mouth. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forwards. Exhale, walk couple steps up of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands lift up your shins as you send your heart forwards, shoulders back. Exhale, begin to fold forwards. Inhale onto the sky. Stand all the way up, we rise. On the exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. The inhale, take the arms up to the sky. Exhale, begin to fold, soft bend through your knees, take it forwards. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, both hands to the mat, press it down to the earth as you inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, option to lower halfway or all the way down, option to drop the knees, do what you need to do, elbows tuck in, ribs draw down. Inhale to your back bend, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, take it up to your downward dog, use your tummy muscles to get there. Breathe. Soften your jaw. Maybe give it a wiggle. Find some space between the teeth. Nice. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forwards. Exhale, walk, hop or step, top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands lift up your shins, draw the chest up. Exhale from your lower belly, fold forwards. Keep a little bend in the knees, softness in your joints. Inhale, arms to the sky, take it up, we rise. Exhale, begin to fold, soft bend through the knees, take it forwards. Inhale, come up halfway, press your hands into your shins as you send your chest forwards. Exhale, both hands meet the mat. Inhale, step back to a high plank. Exhale, your vinyasa, halfway, all the way down, drop the knees, whatever you want to do. Find your way of moving. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to your downward dog. Nice, we're going to press through the left toes, maybe step them to the middle of the mat. As you inhale, lift the right toes up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside edge of your hands, maybe help it there. Come up to your fingertips. On the inhale, you're going to bend your elbows, sink your hips, lift your chest at the end, your jaguar. Exhale, this time send hips to the sky and start to work right leg towards straight, doesn't have to go there. Inhale, come forwards, bend the knee, explore your hips. Exhale, take the hips up towards the sky. Last one here, inhale, come forwards. Exhale, hips to the sky. Pause there as you inhale, lift your chest, lift the shoulders. Exhale, walk round to the long edge of the mat, turn your toes in. Inhale, come up halfway, lift the chest. Exhale, begin to fold, press through the feet as you fold the top of your head towards the earth. Take a breath. Deep breath in. Deep sigh out. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. On the exhale, turn the heels in, the toes out, and start to bend your knees wide. Press down through the feet as you inhale, take arms up to the sky, coming into that temple pose. Pause there. I'm going to turn around. You stay where you are. Take the knees over the ankles if you can. Lift the shoulders up above the hips and take the arms to the sky. And then on your exhale, take the arms wide. Press through the palms of your hand, the heels of your hand, and draw your fingers back. Take a breath, soften the shoulders. The temptation here is to hoik the shoulders up. See if we can just let them drop down the back. Nice. From here, you're going to use your left arm, pivot on that back left heel. So on the inhale, left arm comes forwards as you pivot on that back foot. Come to face the front of the mat. Right knee is forwards, arms up towards the sky. We inhale. Then exhale, take both hands down to the mat. Walk your fingertips forwards. Inhale, left toes to the sky, standing split. Drop through the forehead. Press down through that right foot as you lift and kick up through the left. Imagine I have my hand on your left foot heel and you're pressing into my hand as I press into your foot. Make it active. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step the left toes back of the mat. Drop your heel to the ground. Wiggle your right foot a little wider. Bend your right knee. Then inhale to your warrior one, arms to the sky. So right knee bends. Left toes point to the left corner of your mat, then turn your hips to the front of your mat. Draw that left hip forwards, then press back through your left heel. And find your breath. Nice. Draw your ribs down. We're working with this earthy element, which means finding structure, finding support in our shapes. Earth is what holds all of the other elements. Take an inhale. On your exhale, we're going to take eagle in the arms. You're going to take your right arm under your left. Take the backs of the palms together, or the palms. If the palms together kind of compromises the rest of the shape, then bring backs of palms together. Lift the elbows up to shoulder height, then draw that right elbow away from you. Then see if you can breathe into the back of your shoulder blades. That space at the back of your heart. The place where we receive. We're really tapping into that receptive energy. Receiving what is in the moment, allowing ourselves to sink deeper into life and just learning from this moment right here. Unhook the arms, inhale, take them all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, both hands come to meet the mat as you pick your back heel up. Inhale, step back to a high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to your downward dog. Take a breath. Maybe a sigh out the mouth, maybe a wiggle, a shake, a bounce, a blubber of the lips, whatever you need, take it here. And don't be afraid to make noise, to not be this perfect version of you. Let out all of the things that you hide around others, all of the things that you have deemed unlovable, all of the things that you've deemed weird. Let them be free here. Press down for your right toes, inhale left to the sky. Exhale left knee to left elbow, step it outside edge of your hands, maybe help it there, come to your fingertips. Bend the elbows as you inhale, sink the hips, take your jaguar. Then exhale hips to the sky, send it up. Then on your inhale, come forwards back into jaguar, bend that left knee. Exhale hips to the sky, send it up. Last one of these, inhale, come forwards. Exhale hips to the sky. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, walk to the long edge of the mat, turn your toes in. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold in, take a breath. Inhale, come up halfway. Turn your heels in, your toes out. Start to bend your knees wide. Press down through the feet as you inhale, peel the arms all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, take your arms wide, press through the heels of your hands and draw your fingertips back towards you. Take a breath. Soften your shoulders, sink through the hips. To sink through the hips, take your knees wider. Nice. From here, you're going to use your right arm. Pivot on that back right foot to inhale, come forwards into your high lunge. Take the arms up towards the sky. Then exhale, take your hands down towards the mat. Inhale, standing splits, right toes to the sky. Nice. Take a breath. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step that right foot to the back of the mat, drop your heel to the ground, bend your left knee, maybe wiggle it wider. Inhale, take the arms to the sky, come into your warrior one. So I like to take my feet on kind of train tracks rather than heel to heel alignment. It gives my hips room. You have hips, it's okay. Make space for them. Make the shapes fit you. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take that eagle in the arms, left arm under right this time. Backs of palms together or palms together, see what works. Then draw the elbows up to shoulder height. Then draw your left elbow away from you and breathe into the back of your heart. Take a few breaths. Whatever's bubbling, whatever's there, just see if you can meet it. Last breath. Nice. Undo the arms. Inhale, take them all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, pick up the back heel as you start to send hands down towards the mat. Inhale, step back to a high plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way to the ground. Always option to drop the knees. Inhale to your back bend. Press the pelvis down as you lift your chest. Exhale, take it up to your downward facing dog. Hips lift to the sky, drop through the head. Take a breath. Press your left toes, inhale right to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands, maybe help it there. Straight to standing splits, inhale left toes to the sky. Exhale, fold in. Again, imagine my hand on your left heel. You're pressing into my hand and I'm pressing into your foot. There's an activation all the way up that leg. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, we take it straight to warrior one. Bend that back front knee, drop that back heel. Inhale, arms to the sky, warrior one, we rise. Exhale, take eagle in the arms. Right arm under left. Backs of palms together or palms together. Then lift the elbows. Breathe into the back of your shoulders and draw those elbows away from you. Take a breath. Now in eagle in the arms, we can't actually see where we're going. There's this sense of unknown, uncertainty. The same as we have in life. Take a breath here. Soften around that. And enjoy the wobbles. We're going to press into that right foot and you're going to stand up on that right foot. So take the weight forwards, pick up that left knee and come all the way up to standing. Pick that left knee up as high as you can. Keep the eagle arms, draw those elbows away from you. Find your breath. Nice, we'll take it back to warrior three. From here, keep the eagle arms if you can. You can undo them if you need to, take arms wide. Start to kick that left heel all the way back. Start to kick back through that left leg. Take a warrior three, inhale there. Then exhale, drop the left toes. Inhale, undo the arms, take them all the way up to the sky, high lunge. Take a breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, begin to fold over that front leg. We're popping the back heel off the earth to give us space. Hands come down towards the ground or maybe your shin. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Draw your left hip forwards and then exhale, fold over that right leg. Lift the lower belly as you fold. Let the forehead go. Maybe lift the right quad. Inhale, lift the chest. Now this might be funky, you can skip it if you want to go straight to standing splits. On the exhale, we're going to bend that left knee, take your bum down towards your left heel, doesn't matter how far it goes, lift your right toes. Then you're going to spring step forwards into standing splits, left toes lift to the sky. Nice, take an inhale. Take an exhale, bring your left knee towards your left shoulder, draw it out to the side, keep it lifted. So imagine a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Lift your leg as if you're that dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Take a breath, smile if you want to. Doesn't have to be serious, take an inhale. Then exhale, you're going to step your left foot to the outside edge of your mat. Maybe wiggle that right foot a little wider. Sink the bum towards your heels, come down into a yogi squat. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Activate your legs here. So activate your outer bum cheeks, your outer thighs. Squeeze your legs wider. And use the strength in your legs to do that rather than digging the elbows into the legs. Maybe lift out of the shape just a little so you really find the activation. Nice. Turn your toes forwards as you start to fold over the legs. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, your vinyasa or straight to downward dog. Do whatever you want to do. Do a vinyasa in your own time. Follow your entire breath for each shape. If you want to skip it, then go with me. A few moments here, maybe a sigh, a blubber of the lips, a shake, a bounce. Press down for your right toes. Inhale, lift your left. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Maybe help it there, straight to standing splits. Inhale, right toes to the sky. Again, imagine my hand on your foot pressing into my hand. Inhale, come up halfway. Warrior one, step that right foot all the way back, drop the heel to the ground, bend your left knee. Inhale, arms to the sky, warrior one, we rise. Turn your right hip forwards. Exhale, left arm under right this time, bring the arms into eagle, draw the elbows away from you. Take a breath. Nice. Stand on your left leg, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Take a breath there. If you wobble, smile at yourself and just come back in. Doesn't have to be serious, doesn't have to mean anything. Notice how you interact with that. Then from here, warrior three, start to kick your right heel back. Start to turn your chest forward, start to activate your right bum cheek. Maybe a little bend in that left knee as you inhale. Then exhale, step that right toes back of the mat. Inhale, arms to the sky, take it to a high lunge. Exhale there. Then inhale, straighten the front leg. Then exhale, begin to fold. Draw your ribs down as you fold. Pop that back heel, hands towards the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Take a breath. See if you can really let the head go. See if you notice any tightness, any holding in the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest. You can skip this and go straight to standing split. So exhale, bend that right knee. Take your bum down towards your heel as you lift your left toes. Inhale, come forward, standing splits, right toes to the sky. Exhale. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, draw your right knee towards your right shoulder. So lift it up, draw it out to the side. Squeeze that outer hip, take an inhale. Then exhale, step the right foot outside edge of the mat. Maybe wiggle left foot a little wider as you sink your hips, yogi squat. Nice. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Squeeze the legs a little wider, activate the outer hips. Inhale. And from here, you're going to sit your bum to the ground. So you might want to use your hands, or if you have the space, just simply sit down. Take your bum back a little, feet forwards. You're just going to round over your legs for a moment. So hands come to the feet. Round your shoulders over your legs. Drop the forehead, tuck the chin. Take a few breaths. Just meet yourself here in this. Just as it is, just as you are. Seeing whatever is present. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. It doesn't have to mean anything. When you're ready, come all the way back up to seated. From here, you're going to bend your right knee. Take it in front of you, so parallel to the short edge of your mat. Left leg is going to bend and come back towards your hips. You're in this kind of 90-90. You can come onto the top of that left foot if that feels okay, or you can come into kind of more of a froggy position. See how it works? And then wiggle your hips, adjust your hips. And then from here, you're going to fold over that right leg. So you can fold over the shin, or you can fold over the knee. See how it feels. Take a few breaths, tuck the chin. Slow it down. Close the eyes. See if you can let everything drop a little bit heavier towards the earth. See if you can let your shoulders fall heavy. See if you can soften the face, especially the jaw. Make space between the teeth. Nice, and then come all the way back up. Keep the legs where they are, and from here we're going to take a deer saddle or half saddle. Hands are going to come behind you, and you're just going to walk them back until you kind of feel where you want to be. You can bend the elbows. You can adjust the hips and forwards if that feels okay. You can stay fairly upright. If you're feeling this in that left quad, staying fairly upright, then stay fairly upright. If you want to explore a little more, then you can. It's not about going deeper. It's not about trying to get anywhere. So see where you want to be. You can also come down onto the forearms and just pause there. If it feels nice to keep the chin tucked, gaze forwards, then do. If not, you can drop the head back, but see how it feels for your neck. Wherever you go, my invitation is to close the eyes and draw your awareness down into the world within, to what bubbles below the surface. Take a few breaths. Maybe let something move. Maybe there's a space for something. Maybe just watching that internal dialogue, that conversation you're having with yourself, and making it loving, compassionate, spacious. So when you're ready, if you're on your forearms, come back to your hands. Walk the hands all the way back in, and we'll just switch sides. So you're just going to take your left leg forwards, your right leg back. Again, you can tuck the foot, so you come onto the top of the right foot, or you can take it into more of a froggy position. Adjust your hips however you need to, so wiggle around. Then you can fold over the shin or over that left thigh. See how it feels. And take a few breaths. Close the eyes. And really just begin to let everything go soft. Letting the weight of your body just meet that pull of gravity. And we're tapping into that more receptive space, where we're soft and open to what life has to share with us. Soft and open to what is in this moment. There is a place to be strong, sturdy, to create stability. But we never want to create tightness or constriction, because all we do is shut ourselves off. And I think the world for a really long time has been sat in that place of tightness and constriction. It has been fighting against nature, fighting against harmony with the world around it, fighting against each other. And here on our mats, we get to begin to cultivate that place of softness. that openness, that gentle, loving awareness. We get to be more receptive. When you're ready, walk the hands back, lift the chest. We're going to take that deer saddle or half saddle. So adjust your hips if you need to. Maybe tuck that foot under if it feels okay. That will bring it more into the quad. And then you can stay fairly upright, just leaning back a little. Arms can be kind of strong, so you can lock out the elbows just a little so that you have that kind of support of your arms. Or you can walk the hands back or come down onto the forearm, see how it feels, and take a few breaths. Gaze can stay forwards or drop back. Eyes gently closed as you drop into the world within you. Make that world within you safe. Make that world within you loving. Make that world within you compassionate. You're human. Your humanity means that you have access to a full spectrum of emotions and experiences. It means that sometimes you make mistakes. Sometimes you get it wrong. Sometimes you find yourself operating from fear or from shadow or from anger, and it is all okay. Make space for your humanity, make space for yourself. Just breathe here into this. Last couple of breaths. Maybe make them slightly bigger, slightly deeper. And when you're ready, come back to your hands. Walk them all the way back, lift the chest. Swing both legs round, press down through your feet, and you're just going to come to lying down on the ground. Stretch your legs out wide, maybe take the palms so they face the sky, and take a few breaths there as your back meets the earth, as your body sinks into the ground. Close your eyes and just feel that support beneath you as you soften into it. Feel that stability underneath you as you let your body sink. Just meet yourself here in this moment and see what is. Just keep breathing. We're going to take a squeeze and a release. So on the inhale, start to squeeze your bum cheeks, your legs, your feet, your hands, your tummy muscles, your face. Squeeze it all the way in. Take a breath. And on your exhale, let everything go. Nice, you can do another one of those if it feels nice, or just let yourself land here. I'm going to leave you here for a few moments in stillness, in silence. I won't leave you for too long, and don't worry, I will bring you back. So let yourself just be here. Watch the internal dialogue. Watch the conversation you have with yourself. Watch the world within. See if you can just begin to cultivate a loving space. already start to deepen your breath. Just notice how you feel. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't need to be anything different. Maybe starting to take gentle movements to fingers, to toes, maybe making that into a full body stretch, or just seeing whatever shapes your body needs here. When you're ready, we're going to roll all the way up to seated. Doesn't matter how you get there. And you're just going to take your palms face up towards the sky, resting on the knees, eyes gently closed, arms heavy. And take a moment here just to be here, just to see everything that is in this experience for you. All that you feel, all that is present, all that moves through the mind, it's okay. Maybe taking a couple of deep breaths as you just sit in this moment right here. Finding a full breath in. Letting it go. If it feels comfortable, hands to heart center, chin to chest. Take a moment just to find something, anything you're grateful for. Maybe saying thank you for the mundane and the ordinary, and then the wild and extraordinary. Knowing that life is filled with both, and both are needed. But most importantly, just saying thank you. Taking a full breath in. Letting it go. Thank you guys for allowing me to be here, for choosing to move with me and flow with me. I'm wishing you a beautiful day. I'm wishing you love and ease and simplicity. And doing that whole YouTube thing. If you like this flow, please share it with some other yogis. Please like, subscribe, maybe leave me a comment.